I don't know if you were tracking, but Sony just made some brand new portable speakers and I haven't heard a lot about them. So let's check it out. These are the new Sony XE speakers and they just came out in like June or July in the United States and I haven't heard a lot about them. I'm kind of hoping like maybe this is the turning point and we're going to start seeing some serious competitors for like the JBL and the Marshall series. These things are actually they feel really nicely made and Sony brings a lot to the table in terms of technology. In a nutshell, you've got the smaller Sony XE200 here and the Sony XE300. There's also an XG300, which is a way bigger one I'll have to check out later. They're both IP67 and they're shockproof, so you can pretty much throw them around anywhere and they should be just fine. You've got 16 hours on the XE200 and 24 hours on the XE300. They also include quick charging, so you could charge them for like 10 minutes and get like 70 minutes of playtime. So they've definitely stepped it up.
Battery, about 60%.
I like that. And she says it's about 60% and not just 60%. That's kind of cool. They've got this new little microphone mute button on here. So I guess if you're like talking to somebody, you can mute the microphone. That's kind of a cool feature. That's like something you'd see on like a conference telephone. So there's no aux on these guys. All you've got is just a little flat panel that opens and all it is a USB-C in there, but thank God it's not like a USB micro or something like that. So Sony seems to be with it in the times. In terms of speaker configuration, this thing's actually probably most similar to what you would see in the JBL Flip 5 or 6. It's got two passive radiators on the sides and then it's got two sort of like oval shaped speakers in the middle here. This thing's got Bluetooth 5.2 and it's featuring the LDAC audio codec, which is supposed to be like a high-res audio codec for you, but I suspect it's just as good, if not maybe a little bit more future-proof than aptX or something like that. And it's so easy to connect to. It just automatically comes up on your phone. That's one thing I really like about Sony is it's just easy to integrate. Basically connect any of these to up to 100 of any other Sony speaker, or they can just pair to each other and you can do a true stereo mode, which I know is important to a lot of you. Sorry, no LED lights this time though. Unfortunately, the only way to get into LED lights with these upgraded ones is to go for the XG300, which I'll check out in the future at some point. They just, you know what, they've simplified it down. They made it a little bit more geometric, plain. I love the use of fabric. I think fabric on speakers always looks pretty classy. And it's in kind of a fun little modern shape. Sort of like a stop sign. There you go. You got that. You got that. You can do any orientation you want. Their new slogan on their box is Live Life Sound, which is eerily similar to Live, Laugh, Love. So that's an interesting point to note. Let's see how they sound. Seems very directional. So stereo I wasn't able to get him to go into. I'm not sure why, but party mode seems to be working. Yeah. Stereo mode. Woo! God, that sounds good. Wow. So I just listened to some copyright music on both of these that I can't share with you unfortunately, but I gotta say, I played them in party mode, not stereo, and they sound really good. And I think there's a lot of potential here. It's a different kind of sound, to be honest. It actually feels more directional. It feels like it's all shooting out of this one piece of fabric. And if you turn that towards you, it sounds really good. And if you turn away, it's a little bit less distinct. Definitely could fill up a room, either of these, honestly. Just off the bat, like the 200 doesn't sound that much more quiet than the 300. I'm excited to see where these go. I'm gonna compare these next to some of the other popular speakers like the JBL and the Emberton. If you'd like to get a check out your own pair. I have a link below that I do get an affiliate kick out of. Helps me out. So thanks. I'll see you later. Bye.